I remember being in the hospital and just dying to move, and I just started doing the Ashtanga yoga practice in my head, and it worked. And I was like, this is great. I don't even need a body to do yoga.
My name is Eddie Stern. I'm a yoga instructor.
Stretch the arm.
If I see a place where yoga would be helpful and someone invites me to do something, I say yes. That's all there is to it.
My name's Yuko Kadama. I'm an artist, and we're at 47 Hall Street in my artist studio. Well, the medium's really conventional. It's, acrylic on thick paper. But the approach is more based on my yoga practice, on meditation, going into maybe like sixth sense, and finding harmony through visual art. When I paint, I try not to think. I just try to find a space where I'm not making any judgments. I'm just letting what comes through my paintbrush. There's a painting about the inside of my mouth because the tumor began in my mouth. The cancer is called rhabdomyosarcoma. I think it was over Labor Day weekend, and I was feeling sick and feverish, and there was this swelling in my mouth. The little dot just kept growing and growing and growing until it was like the size of like a walnut. It didn't really hurt until it started growing into my mouth and I couldn't really eat. So it was like chewing sort of like the inside of one's cheek. It's just very exhausting because it just starts sucking up all of your energy. So I want to attack that area by painting that area. Through exposure and being confronted with that, it helps me sort of open myself up. I feel like I can exercise it. I remember I had a really hard time being like, why do I have to poison myself with these toxic chemicals in order to live? I practice yoga at the Broome Street Temple. It's owned by Eddie Stern. Eddie has been my teacher for almost 16 years.
Yuko started coming to our yoga school in 1997. Saw her get into her practice and get married and have 2 kids, and then we saw her also get sick and deal with her cancer and deal with her recovery and with her healing. And she had such a good mind about it. She was so thoughtful and courageous and brave in meditating on death and her death and what it would mean to her family, to her friends, to herself.
The yoga practice gave me this inner mental strength. I meditated a lot, and I can't explain it intellectually, but it was like a light coming through and entering my third eye, my heart, and my root chakra, and feeling cleansed and purified. I remember being in the hospital and just not being able to move because I was connected to all these machines and felt so trapped in my body. And then I just started doing the Ashtanga yoga practice in my head, and it worked. And I was like, this is great. I don't even need a body to do yoga. I can't say I'm in full remission for another 2 years because it's such a rare and aggressive type of cancer, but I don't have any signs of cancer according to the tests.
Yoga is supposed to help heal diseases. That's what it's supposed to do. But I think it'd be very arrogant for me to make any suppositions about why she got sick and why she healed. No matter what, she faced what she was dealing with. If she didn't get healed, I'm sure she would have faced it just as well.
practiced yoga before my cancer, and I didn't know how valuable it was. It's like, I didn't know how much it could help me when I was really in trouble.
Good. Okay. Good.
And I really credit yoga and meditation for why I'm alive today.